What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jules here. Sorry if I sound a little close right there. Trying to hold the mic in my hand so we're not near the laptop that sounds like it's trying to eat itself. But anyways, in today's video, this is gonna be a long ass walkthrough of Solo Shattered Throne. It's not flawless. Shit took me 2 days. This was a recov, not worth the 110 I did it for, but it's okay. I got it done. In the end, it was quite fun. It took a lot of strategizing. I'm gonna be breaking this down. Well, it's broken down already within Vegas, part by part, every encounter. So I'll put time, time spots. I forgot the word right now. To where you can switch to wherever you want to go. Right here, I'm just messing around with the class, and it's gonna start off in the Dreaming City, show you how to navigate there. Pretty much self-explanatory. I will be giving input in the beginning of specific parts and sort of give tips on what you should do or if you should do anything different from what I did. Now, of course, first thing I would recommend is don't do it on a fucking Titan. Do it on a Hunter, Night Stalker, 6 Coyote. Abuse double dodge. That will pretty much help you in every part of this. Titan is not the way to go. A lot of the PC players use Titan because you can still skate and they're practically still godly. On here, nah fam. I wouldn't have done it with a Titan, but Sentinel did come in handy here. I started off with hammers, but Sentinel was honestly the way to go as we get into the end here. So anyways, this shit was pretty hard. Like I said, it was across 2 days, 6 hours the first day, about 3 hours the second. The ogre boss Vorgeth is a bitch, and whoever programmed that part of the game, honestly, whoever thought about making that part of the dungeon a part of the dungeon, needs to be subject to immediate jihad. And yeah, so anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. Navigating to the portal itself is fairly simple. As you see here, we started off in Villian Mists and went through a tunnel shit, and I'm not really paying attention to the preview. You're gonna come over to this little opening here. You're not gonna cross the bridge. You're gonna go down to your right side, right here, and you'll find a cave opening with a portal, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Just watch the video. Like I said, you'll be able to skip to whatever parts of the video that you do want to see. So yeah, there shouldn't really be a problem there. Anyways, hope you guys do enjoy most of this. You will hear my retarded voice here again soon. Bye-bye.
For more than 2 weeks, I have watched a sickness consume my city. My people have
Can we do a small
been
bitrate
my
adjustment here with an
infection.
OBS?
This
Hopefully
ugly wish. I am
alleviate
so hungry for vengeance.
the whole
The
issue
well
here.
has opened the gateway. May the Queen's will.
I don't know if it's my connection itself or
Guardian,
simply the Twitch
If
servers
the walls
shitting.
begin whispering, do not listen.
Anyways, we're hopping into this. could turn music down some, don't want portions of this. So starting off here in the Shattered Throne, you will start off with what I just called the tower section. Pretty sure that's what it's called, I don't know what else would be called. You just simply cross the bridge into the first area, which will have several towers and some platforms and whatnot. Basically, every zone you go into, we'll just call them zone platforms, whatever. They have a symbol above them. You kill all the ads at the first one, and it will give you the symbol of the next area you need to go to. I'll go ahead and throw up a little map thingy and the screenshot off of Google or Reddit or whatever the hell, wherever I find it, and I'll put it up on the screen for you to go ahead and pause and check it out and save it, whatever. This part is fairly easy. All you have to do, each zone will spawn a bunch of acolytes and other ads, acolyte eyes, which can be especially painful because you constantly respawn as long as there's acolytes alive, and then one ultra that's fairly easy to kill at 650. I started off with the inaugural address, Midnight Coup, and Whisper. Honestly, I'd probably use Subtle Calamity, which I did switch to way later on in this dungeon, but inaugural address will do quite well. I would just recommend Subtle Calamity because you can practically snipe everything and hit everything for almost 20,000 precision. Anyways, that's pretty much it for that part. Yeah, feel free to skip ahead to the next part if you want to. My commentary as far as on this part is done. This is fairly easy to do flawlessly, so the hardest part is soon to come. Next. back up to almost a start.
Tell me, Guardian, do you trust me? Do you believe I am an ally of the light? Or a servant of darkness? What if I told you?
You fucking dare start me there. You fucking bastard. You fucking bastard. So this part here is called the descent. This is after the symbols section. You'll descend down on top of some ads, and you have to work your way through some weird stairwells, kill ads, kill an ultra at the beginning. And I don't know why I was sitting here AFK. I think I just got really pissed off and walked away for a little bit. But I should be back within like the minute. If not, just drag the playhead across a little bit and you'll be right there, because I do just want to keep talking here. I would recommend, again, a bow, a scout rifle will also work for this part. There are vandals that like to camp up top, on top of the stairwells and on top of the sort of roofs, and lane you with their line rifles, and they are absolute bitches, okay? They're the biggest bitches in the world. They will piss you off. Also, be careful for the invisible minotaurs. They hit very hard. Risk runner can also be useful for this part if, you know, you want to swing that way, and, you know, you get shot by arc, you're practically able to just arc, superconduct, and just unload on absolutely everything. But for this part, I did end up throwing on that subtle calamity. For the room, is once you get past the first little beginning part of the descent, you end up in this big room. I would recommend you kill all the ads, as you'll see here in a few minutes when we do get started, and just take your time. That is the biggest thing I have to stress about this entire dungeon, especially if you are trying to solo flawless this. Patience, patience, patience. One of the main reasons that I died so much, especially coming up with the Vorgeth part, was lack of patience. Just be patient. Don't try to rush this shit. Just do what you gotta do. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys again in the beginning of the next part.
You're fickle, you know that? That's why I like you.
god, this is so stressful. Alright, so this third little encounter here is the Thrall Hall. I run about and just mess around here in the beginning and then go on in. Basically, it is a long hallway where a bunch of Thrall spawn. Now, you don't have to worry about the relic, as I wasn't doing Wish Ender. I was simply going for the solo completion. If you want to avoid dying as much as possible, throw on a Crimson. Believe me, Crimson is the way to go. I threw on the Smash class simply because Pulse Grenades can kill so many Thrall as they're trying to chase you. Just keep, running around and hopping. Again, the Hunter would work well here. You double dodging, I would absolutely recommend. It helps a lot doing the double dodge. I did that the second time I decided to do this with a team to go ahead and grab the Ahamkara bones and the last few eggs that this guy needed. But yeah, Crimson's the way to go. Make sure you're hitting your crits so you're getting free bullets. You're not having to waste time reloading and risk getting mauled to death by a bunch of Thrall and catch a death when you're trying to go for that flawless. Every kill you get, Crimson will heal you up, because as you know, without that, the default way that this room works is your health and your shield, or at least your shield doesn't regenerate. I'm not sure if the health does regenerate. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this part. This part is honestly fairly easy to get through. It's just, you just have to keep walking. Don't try not to turn around and have to shoot too many ads unless your health gets below half. Then I would turn around and go ahead and put some shots into a bunch of Thrall to heal yourself up with Crimson. Like I said, Crimson is a godsend for this part. I didn't know where the hell I was going here for a second, so just ignore all of that. Eventually I figure out where the hell I'm going. Yeah. Now this next part is extremely simple as well. It just involves crossing the chasm. There's a very easy route you can take this. That it has some taken goop on the floor that can hurt you. Just jump up, glide up over that, and avoid getting shot by the phalanxes. I wouldn't recommend doing the taken pushy wall, especially if you're going for that flawless, because if you get pushed off by something like that, you will probably slam your controller through your monitor, which I wanted to do several times here in this next part that's going to be coming up. But still, there's a very easy part. It's simple. Just kill all the ads. There's an Ahamkara bone that does spawn. It's the last, I believe it's the last one, or it's the second to last. I didn't make a video on it. I'll find a random video and maybe put it into the description if I remember to do so. If I don't hate me. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's pretty much it for that part. And yeah, look at me. I did die here. I got blown off by the phalanx. What a bitch. Alright. Hey Archangel, thanks for the host, man. How you doing today? Ball, man. Keep on fucking launching me everywhere. Cabal far the most annoying class in the fucking game. I swear. Every enemy in this game is just an irritant, an absolute cancer. Shit, oh, here we go. This part's gonna be a real tumor, so I'm gonna be back. This shit's gonna become really, really AIDS here. I'm gonna take a quick intermission. God fucking damn it. Oh my fucking god. So I got pretty tilted at this part. This is the hardest encounter of the entire dungeon. Vorgeth, now in this part of the dungeon, 4 wizards of spawn, as well as an invincible ogre in the middle. What you have to do here is kill the 4 wizards in succession, meaning you do need to get them, we'll try to get each of them a little bit weak, and then try to kill all of them, you know, within 40 or 45 seconds of each other, which whenever you kill one of the wizards, they will drop an orb, which gives a damage buff. You need all 4 of these buffs in order to be able to go onto one of those glowing platforms. Hold X to slam that buff down and take down the shield of the ogre and do damage to him. So this part requires an extreme amount of patience. Don't rush this part, especially if you're going for that flawless. Do not rush this part. I'll put up a little map. There's 2 safe spots behind these boxes where I'm hiding. These little, they're squares on the map that I was looking at for this tactic. Now, they are not perfectly 100% safe. You will need to switch between them. You will need to adjust how you're standing or crouching or sitting around each spot, because that wizard right there that I'm shooting at right now will peek around and be an asshole to you. And the other one, when you're sitting in this spot, the wizard from that opposite side, which I am now, was just looking at, will also try to take your head off. Try to kill as many of the ads as you can, take shots, especially at those goblins that like to make the wizards invincible. Sentinel was the super choice that I went with here. I would get these 2 wizards weak, the 2 closest to me. I would kill them both simply with just the bow or the shotgun, and then I would use Sentinel. I would use the bottom tree, the one that gives you the 2 shield throws, because every time that shield hits enemies, it gives you back super energy and also gives you additional shields. Shields to throw. So I was using that, and it allowed me to kill 2 wizards, or possibly more if I decided to just do it that way, but I wanted to be as safe as possible and just, kill the 2 wizards without burning my super. As far as that goes, that's pretty much it. This encounter took me 2 phases. I wasn't able to 1 phase it, but it is possible to do so. If you're getting white nail and box breathing to proc properly, it shouldn't be that hard. I was just very hesitant when it came to the damage phase, and the boss was shooting those bolts at me, taking shots at those. I wasn't taking my shots at them fast enough. That first death you saw was also me failing to, I failed at that part because I didn't give the Whisper enough time for box breathing to take effect. So make sure that you just, you're patient with that shot as well. When it comes to actually damaging the boss, I would recommend using Whisper. Sleeper can be good, but it takes 14 precision sleeper shots, according to Reddit. I don't know if maybe it's less now since the power is up to 650, I have no idea. But I would just go Whisper. Like I said, 2 phases, it's fine. Just play carefully, please. Just be, don't rush the part. Don't rush this part. Just play as careful as possible, play patiently, and you should be able to get through this part without dying, because you're going for that boss. Anyways, here we go. We're going to be damaging the boss here. Be sure to take some shots at some of those, at the bolts that are coming at you, as they will be able to help refill your magazine from white nail. And make sure you're sitting your scope for a couple seconds and let whisper breathing come up. That'll let you do over 70,000 damage to the boss as of the 650 level. I don't know what the hell I was doing there with the shotgun. I guess I don't know. I think I choked or freaked out or something. But I decided to say screw it and just, wait for the 2 phase. Christ. Finally. Holy shit. 2 days. 2 days is what that took. 2 days. Oh. Great, now we're on to the next great part of this mission. Alright, now this part does have some of its own little bullshit to it. This is the, well, I called it Ascension. You're sending up to the final boss. Involves, you know, some ads, going up grav lifts. Some of these grav lifts can end up killing you somehow. I think I might have shown, you know, one of the failed attempts. This attempt right here may be one of the failed attempts. I simply included it because, if it is the case and I included it because I just wanted to show you how fake and how bullshit, you know, this game really is. But other than that, this part is also quite easy. The hardest part, towards the end of, you know, navigating, there will be another section with the, you know, the taken wall that likes to shoot you off the edge. Just be careful. That's literally all I can say, is just be careful. Titan does come through here with, you know, using your glide to just line rampants or something to get across really fast. I may have popped my super here to get across. I'm not sure. I can't completely remember, but you'll end up seeing here in due time. Anyways, and yeah, again, this part is, you know, fairly simple. Not much to explain here.
The Witch Queen's deception runs far and deep. Question everything. Question even me.
Fucking bastard. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? So it just drops me off at the top of my fucking head. It just drops me off my fucking head. That's what this fucking... Oh my god. What's the point of fucking lifting if you're just gonna fucking drop me? So fucking dumb. Now this part here is the very last part. This is the boss, the witch with the 3 wizards. You're gonna want to have your whisper here. Have enough heavy. Go back to Dreaming City for a heavy run. If you do quit out, you will be able to get the solo triumph. But if you are going for flawless, do not back out. That whispered breathing proc here in the very beginning. Walk up a little bit so the knights are looking at you like as they were looking at me. Take equal shots on all 3 of them. Silence will come up. You're going to want to make sure you have some super energy here. Sentinel is extremely helpful. This is bottom tree again, the non-bubble one. Pop it and just spam your shield. It'll be hitting hella scions and also, bouncing off of the bosses a few times like pinball, giving you your shields right back. Then I just take some shots at the boss with the shield itself, with the shield melee, and then backed off here while the boss was shooting at me. As far as this part goes, make sure that you take down the knights in succession. You can still kill them when they go invisible there for a second, as I did with that one. Once you have all 3 of the buffs from all 3 of the knights, and your max light, I'm assuming, and you let whispered breathing proc, you will do well over 1 million damage to the boss. It pops up as 6 9s, but usually that's a placeholder for something that's just over that value or too high to display. Anyways, yeah, this is the end of it all, so enjoy this boss getting melted. And that's the completion of the solo Shattered Throne. This will get you the solo-nely triumph as well as an emblem from the triumph. It's a pretty cool emblem. Is it worth the struggle? Possibly not, but if you want to show you're the ultimate PvE god, definitely go for it, and go for the completion. Also maybe go for that flawless. Again, these things, it's not too hard to do flawless. It's just like I said, you got to be really careful. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to leave a like if you did, drop a comment, drop a sub if you're new, check out my Twitch, drop a follow. This was all streamed, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. Have a good one.